Good morning, you are joining me another glorious day in South Wales. We're doing another walk from the Miners List, which is my personal list of the best hills in South Wales. 264 metres this one, it's Llysfaen. So it's the second smallest miner on the Miners List, so it's a minor. And it's got great views over Cardiff. It's a lovely sort of forested, lots of little tracks walking up to it. And it is topped by a trig point. So it should be a good walk, should be some great views. The weather is absolutely glorious. It's been glorious for a couple of weeks now. So we'll bring you along for the trip. It is a beautiful woodland walk, this one. The one recommendation would be to come here after a period of dry weather. Last time I walked this hill, I walked it after a period of rain and the tracks were extremely boggy, loads of deep mud, big pools that are really difficult to walk around, and just generally a bit of a trek. But now that it's been dry for a few weeks, it's nice dry tracks, sandy stuff instead of loads of mud, and it's a really pleasant forest walk. So yeah, best to do it in the summer, I reckon, this hill. In terms of routes, we're taking a really simple walk up, so we're going the most direct route, and we're probably going to go back the same way. But as you'll see when you walk in, there's absolutely loads of trails in every direction, so you can extend the walk in different ways. You can make it a nice circular walk. You can just ramble through the woods for as long as you want, really. So again, I'd always recommend having OS maps. I use Outdoor Active with a subscription, and that gives me the full updated OS maps every year. So wherever I'm in the UK, I can just load up the app and see what the walking trails are near me. If you don't fancy paying a subscription, then yeah, just buy the physical maps for your area and you'll discover loads of different places to walk based off of using them. So we're out of the forest now. We're on a tiny little ridgeway, really. So the views are open right up now. You can see all of Cardiff, the Bristol Channel, right the way across to England. And there's Flatholme and Steepholme Islands out there as well. And then looking the other way, you can see some other hills in Caerphilly and just wide open countryside and fields. It is a really good little walk, this one. Kind of really classic British countryside walking, bit of forestry, big open fields, bluebells in the woodland. It is well worth doing. I had this one in my kind of, should it be on this list, should it not be on this list? But having walked it again now, I can see I made the right decision in leaving it on the list. It's a really good one, and there's also footpaths running off to my left through the fields, and there's a few benches in there as well, so if you want to come up, have a seat over Cardiff, there are some really nice places to sit up here as well. Yeah, really clear morning, views are great. So last thing to do now is find a little trig point, and then we'll catch up there. Well, there we have it. Llysfaen, 264 metres. There's the trig point. Behind me, the whole of Cardiff, the Bristol Channel, England. North of me, views all the way through to the central Banner Ceiniog, so classic views of Cribben, Penavon, Corndee in the distance, and just all the little hills in between which I've walked and I recognise and I know. So yeah, it is definitely worth walking this little hill. It's only a really short distance as well. It's only 1.15 miles from where I parked. There's a really good little forestry car park there as well. There's disabled parking, there are lots of spaces for other cars, and it's generally a really good accessible little place. So you can do a lot of the forest trails in wheelchairs or prams. Not quite as easy to get up to the trig point, but I think on a day like today it's manageable if you've got a decent off-road pram or an off-road wheelchair. You really get up here. Won't be able to get to the trig point because it's fenced off, so you need to hop a little stile to get into here. But it is a really fantastic hill. If you live in Cardiff or around this area, a really good place to come and enjoy a sunrise or a sunset, because the views are great and you will see hardly a soul up here. Whereas if you're doing like Caerphilly Mountain, which is another one sort of just to the left of us over here, similar kind of height, it's always absolutely rammed full of people, whereas here, incredibly peaceful, you hardly see a soul. And the reason the views are so uninterrupted is the hill just drops off down towards Cardiff, south of us now, and there is absolutely nothing then between us and the sea. It's just incredibly flat suburban land, lots of different houses and places, and you can see all the recognisable landmarks of Cardiff. So it's a great place to stop and have a nose. It is a little bit windy, but I'm going to call it as being okay to take the drone up. So I'm going to fling the drone around for a bit and see if we can capture a bit more of where we are and what's around us. Well, flown the drone around a little bit. It is really quite windy as soon as you get up to any kind of height. You get got a lot of wind warnings and stuff. So yeah, it's a great place to sit up here. There's a little couple of little rocks you can sit on. Great place to take in the views of South Wales and Cardiff. So definitely recommend it if you're in the area. I'm going to shoot a little hyperlapse back to the car now just to show you a bit more of the route. And yeah, we'll pick up and say goodbye then. And yeah, get back to the car and head home. Well, that was 2.3 miles in total. Just sat in the car now because it's really windy out there, so I didn't want to have the audio destroyed by that. Really great little walk, this one. Definitely look it up. Obviously all my routes are on thewalkingkev.co.uk, so you can see all the minor walks and all of the other kind of walks that I've done in South Wales and beyond. So full routes, ascent, time, distance, everything like that. Anyway, if you made it this far, huge thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.